What is up, my YouTube nation? It is me, Mckay, finally back with. Okay, it is an update video. I know I used to do like a. I know, like I said in my last video, I've done like a billion of these, and I just haven't been doing anything, and I just haven't been. I know I made like 100,000 videos of me just explaining things, but I'm trying to do less of that now. If you guys haven't been able to tell from my content, I haven't been doing much content. I've been trying a lot, and this video is gonna actually be doubling. This video is actually gonna be a double of two things: me just explaining a few things that's gonna be new to the channel, and me explaining something I came up with. Like this is kind of like an intro kind of thing, like an explaining a thing. Like this part of the video is just gonna be me explaining some stuff, and then the next part's gonna be something totally different. And the thing I want to explain first is, hold on, turn off the camera. Is this? This is gonna be like the thing that's gonna be in the beginning of certain videos. Yes, it's even gonna be in the videos of when I'm not on my computer, which is gonna be kind of hard to put, but I'll make it work. And yes, this is a warning, a channel disclaimer. Like, if you want to read it, go ahead. I might make it a bit bigger. I might make it a bit bigger, like the words a bit bigger, if you guys can really see it well. And yeah, the background doesn't really help much, but I'll figure it out. But yeah, yeah, guys, if this is gonna be like a new channel disclaimer that I'm gonna try very hard to put in like in every video, since I am going towards more adult stuff. Yeah, and I made it black and red because I think that's how you're supposed to do it to make sure to make people make it sure it's serious. So yeah. Anyway, turn this back on. Yes, guys, that is it's how it's gonna be for a bit for now. And now we move on to the other part of the video where it's gonna be something totally different. If you guys don't like that kind of stuff, don't feel free to. I prefer you watch this part of the video, because it's something I actually kind of have some good things on. It has to do with murder drones. If you guys have seen that one video I made called Uzi plus V plus N, it wasn't in that order, but I made that video because I've been getting back into murder drones because I've been feeling more interested in it. I my mind is like a puzzle sometimes, guys. Like one moment I'm into one thing, and then next, boom, I'm into something else. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. But yeah, that's what I'm actually wanting to go into today, is something theory, or a what if theory on something I wanna like that I think something that either be cool or something that might happen in the next episode of Murder Drones. It probably won't. Like I have a good like assumption of what could be happening in the next episode, and it's not gonna be like there's no custom characters. Like I'm not gonna put any of my own characters in it. I'm just gonna be spouting out some things that I'm gonna be thinking that could be in the next episode. Yes, and that shall begin now. Anyway, yeah. My first idea or assumption or theory of what could be in the next episode of Murder Drones is like are there like the whole thing. If you don't, spoilers ahead. I forgot to mention that spoilers. Spoilers, spoilers, spoilers. Yes, spoilers. I'm glad I didn't. I'm glad I remember that. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. I should also. I should put down the warning thing too. Like, there could be spoilers for things, but yeah. Anyway, yeah. Another. Anyway, yeah. My idea is, or like what I think it's gonna happen, is like, and after like when Anne watches Uzi fall down the pit, he maybe he like goes over to the pit and tries to see if she's okay, or she's even though he's not gonna see her, and like finds his way out of the place, and he ends up somehow getting back to the top of the place where the elevator was up when it got cut down, and he actually ends up finding what remains of V. Like, I see like V is still alive, she's just damaged a lot. like very damaged, like almost close to death, but not quite. Like V was like, and like V's like like V was still alive, but just close to death. Cause in the last time we saw V, she was like almost torn to shreds. She was pretty much got torn to shreds. Well, we seen her salute, then nothing really happened. Like she kind of just fought off most of the Sentinels, or the Sentinels may have just left her for dead. Yeah, that might have been what happened. Like V, in my idea, or in the like fiction scene I'm seeing in my head, which I wish you guys could see, but you can't. But yeah, um, in my like fiction idea, like in the scene I'm thinking in my head, like V finds like N finds V. She's just very damaged, like very damaged. Like she was still alive, just hurt, and yeah, and he ends up taking her back to the surface, and when they get to the surface, they're stopped by Uzi's like entire class, even Uzi's dad, and they're like all holding like the guns that they know with the stuff that's in them that they know can hurt them. Yeah, they're like surrounded by them, and they put down and they have Jay like tied up and hurt a bit. Like they have like Jay like tied up and like hurt a bit and like something on her mouth. Yeah, that's kind of how I'm picturing it. Feel free to picture it too like that. And um, anyway, yeah, and and like um Uzi's dad, Mr. Doorman, I think that's his name. He like walks down to them because he like walks down with a gun in his hands, and he like mentions that how the tables have turned, and now instead of of them being at their mercy, they're at his mercy. And then like V, or like N, is like trying to hold a gun. It's like holding a gun to him and shaking at the same time. While he's like holding N, like or V, like he's like holding V in his like left arm or right, and he's like and he's like shaking while pointing a gun at Doorman. And then, like some other stuff happens, like itchy head. But yeah, what else happens is like, like N like tells him that it must feel good to finally have the upper shoulder. And yeah, V doesn't say anything because even though, because she's hurt and she couldn't really do much because she has a lot of her parts missing, like something like that. Because V is still alive, she's just very hurt. And 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 like uh and like Doorman or Uzi's dad tries asking where is Uzi, and V and N's like he's like stuttering. Then Doorman says she's dead, isn't she? And then he like tells the rest of his like and he like tells the rest of his people to like get rid of the fire. And then N like stops them, and he says like his daughter, that Doorman should know that his daughter was alive saving N. And then like Doorman says why would she do that? And it's because she actually cared for N, not like some people. And she actually looked at V and J when he said that, and because Jay was there too, she was just hurt and tied up, and yeah, and like N was like in gushing the fact that he was that Uzi was like how she risked her life to put N to save N, and like how she saved him and stuff like that, and and um and another thing is that N like feels like he needs to bring up the fact that she was actually brave in that moment, unlike Uzi's dad and any of the other people, any of the other working drones that were there. Like they all felt like he was like pointing out that the fact that she was actually brave, unlike any of them. Like he was actually pointing something out. I think would be cool to point out in my mind. That I found out in my mind My voice is kind of cracking, so sorry guys, but yeah, I'm talking too much, but yeah. Um, and like indulges the fact that Uzi was brave, and if they all were brave, they wouldn't have gone rid of the murdered, the disassembled drones sooner. Yeah, and and like and then like brings up the fact that if they come in peace, they'll come in peace. Like if they like help, like if Uzi's dad like helps them, they'll help her, they'll help them. And then Uzi's dad says, why would they do that? Because he actually says something cool, and like says your that your wife and Uzi's mom was alive, and then that like shocks Uzi's dad, and like he makes like a shocked impression on his scene, and yeah, he tells all the people to stand down, and and he comes closer to N, and he says, "We'll come, we'll take you, we'll help you as long as you don't harm harm anyone here." Then N says, "Don't worry, we." Well, he looks at Uzi and at N. NJ won't hurt anyone. And then N, and then N like looks at V with like a mean, serious kind of impression, and then she like says, "Yes, we won't," and she's like saying it like she's like saying like it's like hard for her to say they won't kill them, and then yeah, that's kind of how I think the beginning should go. Yeah, this video kind of dragged on, guys. If anything, you'll probably watch like the first part of this video, but I don't know, I just felt like getting it out there. But now that I'm thinking about it, I feel like this video kind of dragged on more than it should be. Yeah. And my voice is cracking. I have no idea why I'm doing that. Like, I don't know. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, well, you probably did for the first couple minutes, I bet, because it's already at 12 minutes, so yeah. And remember, guys, I'm gonna be doing some more mature stuff in the future. I'm probably also gonna be probably introducing the F word, but like not very vaguely. But it's probably gonna be a very vague. Like I'm not gonna be like using the F word in like multiple sentences, like over and over and over again. It's probably not gonna be one sentence per thing or like one F word per video because I'm not. I don't want to. I don't want to get my videos demonetized. I'm. I'm just not gonna be dropping a major F bomb. Is what I'm saying. But yeah, bye.